Do you have any resources that you use to brush up on before teaching this unit? Because I need to review this. I've not taught statistics, only taken it.
Went to the conference as Allison, but I've not been paid for. There was they had you might want to say some vendors there that were promoting particular teaching material. And one thing that we were able to pick up was a book. It was like a workbook for Accelerated Math 1. Well, this book is just kind of awesome. Of actually, it has all of the lessons and what it is they're requiring you for you to teach the students. And I thought it was really good because many times you think of statistics and probability, and there's so much that you feel like you could cover. But with this book, it has helped me to I can identify exactly what I'm supposed to cover, and it gives it gives problems. So that's how I've been using it, and it's really helped me to understand it first and then get it to the students. At this time, it's made by American Book Company. That would be the company to look for, and it's called the Main One Accelerated. I don't know if they're calling it a workbook or what it is, but it really was just it's kind of just cool, and it really makes the life of a teacher easier. But American Book Company, and same here. I'll put that on the website as well, so that you guys can look it up. The book that I have is considered their preview book, but it doesn't really matter because you can see, like, it just has the word in faint preview, but you can see everything there. So yeah.
American Book Company also has a book on passing and of course test Math 1 and of course test, I believe. That is quite useful too.
On share, I wanted to share a graphic organizer I did with um, differentiating between the different probabilities for Unit 4. And basically what I did was divide the class into groups. It was 6 or 7 groups, and gave them the organizer, and it had it's the one with the cloud spaces, and I can share all this on the Google groups. And I actually they had to pull a card that had one of the different types of probabilities on it, and in groups they had to give the definition of it, give a formula, and come up with an example and present that to the class. And it gave an opportunity to reteach if any particular group was confused on whichever one they got. So I thought that was a good way to help further clarify.
Rita, can you give a few details? Because I'm probably going to try this, what you're talking about when I start Unit 4 in about a week or so.
You're talking about on the graphic organizer?
Yeah, you said something about clouds. Is this like something from the state or something you found somewhere else?
Um, Actually, I think the math coach, the math chair, sent it out to all of us. And it was just a graphic organizer called Cloud Sequence. It's like 3 clouds and a triangle. And in each cloud, one cloud they had to give the type of probability they had. One cloud they had to give the definition, and then the third cloud they had to give the formula if one was associated with it. And in the middle of the triangle, they just had to come up with an example, and they either could use an example from homework, classwork, or the warm up, and they had to explain it and work it out.
Yeah, I see how you're saying you used it for either reteaching or review.
Correct, because they were getting confused, like mutually uh, inclusive or overlapping events. They were getting confused. So it was reteach and review.
Thanks, Sarita. Yes, if you can publish that on the website, I would very much appreciate it.
I'd like to know if anybody uses the task, TASK, that kind of the state provides for us, um, the units and things like that. Because I'd like to use them, but sometimes they're a little bit too difficult for me to understand. That's the truth. My whole unit 4 came from the American Book Company, and I think it did well with my students, and I came up with some group activities. But for Unit 5, I'm wanting to maybe do the tasks a little bit more because I know that a lot of them are, a lot of them are group activities. Then one last thing I'd like to throw in is the thing. I know you guys all learned on Accelerated Math 1, but I couldn't find things that were consistent on the pacing guide. I found three to four different things, and they all gave me a different pacing, anywhere from 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and 7 weeks for Unit 5.
Sarita, what unit did you say you all are getting ready to start? Because I'm getting ready to try that quadrilaterals, revisiting quadrilaterals class to help teach the coordinate geometry along with the quadrilaterals. Okay, I think Sarita's on 5. She's ahead of me. I haven't done anything past Unit 4. So can somebody else give some feedback?